Good morning out there, everybody. Alan D9J Sports. We're right back at it with another show. We've got a good one lined up for you this morning. Hey, we're going to be talking about the Colorado Buffaloes and how the thrill is definitely gone out in Boulder, Colorado, after the Colorado Buffaloes took it on the chin last night to BYU. Let's jump right into this thing. Well, the Colorado Buffaloes gave it all they had last night, but inconsistent play from their quarterback cost them a game against BYU. If you stayed up into the middle of the night or the wee early hours of the next day this morning, you saw the Colorado Buffaloes from the jump. They jumped on BYU, took a 14-point lead, but BYU did not give up. They kept fighting. The problem with the Colorado Buffaloes is inconsistent play by their quarterback, Caden Slaters. When the game was on the line, there was a running back, Draylon Miller, from the 409 that was 3 yards away from the young man, wide open. All he had to do was pass the football to him. They would got a first down. They probably could have closed the game out. But he looked other places, and it didn't work, ladies and gentlemen. They're so inconsistent, it doesn't make any sense. Now they sit 2-3. They sit 2-3 in the Big 12. And I'm telling you, if you've been watching football, the Colorado Buffaloes, the thrill is definitely gone. Coach Prime, with his team and staff full of Hall of Fame football players, the shame in it is they can't get out there and play for the young men. Over and over again, the Colorado Buffaloes could not effectively run the football. Well, Draylon Miller ran the football pretty good when they gave it to him. He plays, and definitely we know already that he's from the 409. We already know this kid is going to be one of those kids that end up playing on Sunday. But the thrill is gone out in Colorado. The fans of Colorado have done everything they can do to stick with the Bucs. No doubt Coach Deion Sanders is great for the program, for the city of Boulder. We know he helps the economy out, that they're sold out. But in the end, it's about winning football games. And Coach Prime is, and I can't blame it on Coach Prime, because Coach Prime went out in the portal. He got a quarterback who's a veteran guy, but he's not playing football the way the Colorado Buffaloes need him to. They're a big weapon on the outside called one pass at the end of the game. I just can't figure it out. But the most important thing to me, the one thing that I definitely can't figure out in this modern day age of football, where you can go out and you can get guys to come in and help block or any guy that you need, why the Colorado Buffaloes cannot run the football. They can't run the football to save their life. And it just doesn't make any sense. So when I tell you the thrill is gone in Colorado, there are a lot of people out there who want to see Colorado fail just because of Deion Sanders, but I'm not one of those people who want to see him fail just because of Coach Prime. I don't operate like that. I call it a book. When the Colorado Buffaloes were on top of their game last year with the likes of Shadur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, Travis Hunter, and all those guys out there who moved on to the National Football League, they were must-watch TV. Now, they're not must-watch TV. The only way they're must-watch TV is you just want to sit there and you want to watch Coach Prime fail. Because if you're looking at it and you're having an open eye to it, you know that the Colorado Buffaloes are not a good football team. We have to keep it real with what we're reporting out on. No matter how much we want to support Coach Prime, the team doesn't look good. They do not look good. And it only takes one position to screw it up. And if your quarterback is playing inconsistently, then you're going to have a big-time problem. So where do they go from here? They're going to have to get back in the lab, and they've got a lot of work they're going to have to do. Hey, let's keep this thing rolling. Before we do, I'm going to need you to hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate all my subscribers out there. I appreciate you guys hitting the like, subscribe, and I appreciate all the donations that I've been getting on some of the videos that we've been doing. So, hey, appreciate it. Let's keep this thing rolling. The Alabama Crimson Tide go into Georgia and take out the Georgia Bulldogs. I was impressed. I was really impressed with the way that Caleb DeBoer stood the course even when his back was against the wall. I say that his job was on the line, and it's gonna be on the line. But last night helped him a long way in maintaining his job. The Alabama Crimson Tide looked great last night. I mean, we knew that the Georgia Bulldogs would continue to fight. But Kirby Smart, I'm going to tell you right now, Caleb outcoached you yesterday. Whoever would have thought that you would be hearing somebody say that Caleb DeBoer outcoached Kirby Smart? Well, that's what happened. Drop passes from both teams. From both teams. Alabama's receiver dropped a bomb. And then at the crucial part of the game, the young true freshman drops a wide open bomb that probably would have put him in the lead and put a lot of pressure on the Alabama Crimson Tide. But the Crimson Tide, they held their course. And their young quarterback, they say he's a dual threat. He proved it last night. He played some incredible football. So roll Tide. Roll Tide. And the Alabama Crimson Tide are now there. They've shaken things up. They've shaken it up. And they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with going down the stretch. What an incredible weekend of sports. We've got some more things that'll be coming up today. You all know what I'm talking about. We're talking about Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons coming back in Dallas. There won't be any fanfare for Micah Parsons when he gets to Dallas. There won't be any. Micah Parsons feel like they disrespected him. I believe that the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones did disrespect Micah Parsons. But I'm here to tell you, from what I've seen from him, it doesn't really make any difference because he hasn't been at the top of his game. Now he's going to have an opportunity tonight to make sure that he can get on top of his game. We know that he's going to be trying to do everything he can to get to Dak Prescott. But I'm here to tell you that the Dallas Cowboys, all putrid as they are, I do not believe that the Dallas Cowboys are going to allow that to happen. I believe that they will roll somebody over to make sure they have double coverage and double the impact. Men doubling up on Micah Parsons. So he did not disrupt what the Dallas Cowboys have going on. Do I think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to beat the Green Bay Packers? I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win but a couple more games. But I'm here to tell you, they're going to be ready to play today. They're going to be ready to play. So this is Alan with D9J Sports. Once again, thanks for hitting the like and the subscribe button. You know I got to touch on it. Tank Davis, and Jake the Clown Paul. Well, it's only about 14, 15 days away. And although I think that the young man has some mental issues going on, the one thing I can tell you, though, is that he's going to beat Jake Paul. Tank Davis is going to beat Jake Paul. And the sideshow will become to a screeching halt. Let me tell you why. Although Jake Paul is 200 and almost 220, 230 fighting a man that's smaller than him, the one thing that you can bank on, that you can definitely bank on, he's going to be trying to knock Tank out. He's going to be expending energy. And I promise you, Tank ain't going to get tired. See, that's the one thing that people need. Tank Davis is not going to get tired. And he's going to let the fight get down into the later rounds. And when Jake Paul slows down, because Jake Paul's going to slow down. And when he does, Tank Davis is going to beat him up. He may not knock him out, but he's going to beat him up really good. And it's going to be exactly what we want to see. Now, and what I mean by we want to see, we didn't want to see Tank in there with him. We just want to see somebody beat him up. We want to see somebody beat him up, and he's definitely going to get beat up. He's going to get beat up. So this is Alan with D9J Sports. Appreciate all of you out there sticking with me. Hitting the like, donate, and subscribe button. Sports. It's a way of making us laugh. Has a way of making us cry. The National Football League. In just a few hours. This is Alan with D9J Sports. The Colorado Buffaloes. The thrill is definitely gone. I'm definitely O-U-T.